Here now is attorney Gloria Allred, who represents the family of victim Jessica Taylor. Gloria, thanks so much for joining us on this. And first of all, can we just ask how's the Taylor family doing tonight now that Heuermann has been formally charged with Jessica's death?
Well, this, of course, it has been long-awaited decision. She, as her cousin said at the press conference a couple days ago, she has been missing longer than she was alive, 21 years. And so finally, even though her body was discovered a long time ago, there was not enough evidence from the prosecutor's point of view to charge the defendant with her death. But now there is. They found a hair under the blanket that she was wrapped in, and the DNA was analyzed, mitochondrial DNA, every test possible was performed on it, and it could not exclude the defendant. So he was charged with second-degree murder. The murder is absolutely horrific. He is alleged to have decapitated Jessica, also to have dismembered her, to have cut off her arms below the elbow, to have rubbed her tattoos in such a way to try to make the tattoos disappear. He did something to her nipples, I'm not sure what, but it was something he should never have done. This is horrific if it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt that he did it. I do also represent a number of the other alleged victims, Megan, Melissa, Maureen, in terms of their family members and friends. And they are so brave, the family members all supporting each other. And that's a beautiful thing to see. They're going to continue to be a voice for their family members. And as the mom said, Jessica's mom, Jessica will forever be in their hearts. She will never be forgotten.
Wow. Gloria, I have to ask you, with these details you're mentioning, we have to talk about the hard drive investigators found. These murder blueprints, one section titled Things to Remember, these notes, including highlighting lessons from previous killings. And it really struck me as you were talking, because it's not just the checklists of supplies. There is a note in there to remove the head and hands. In your eyes, what does this discovery mean for this case? What does it mean for the families of these victims?
Yeah, well, we don't know if they were tortured before they were killed. I hope not, but yeah, I don't know. Some of these details we'll have to find out at the trial if they're available and can be presented as evidence at that time. But it's interesting that you mentioned this blueprint, because he is or was an architect. So it's not a surprise that he would kind of make a blueprint of what his plan would be, but this is horrific. This is a man who had no criminal history, but we're very, very happy that he's been apprehended, that he will not get bail. He is in custody. And there are many other bodies, by the way, and the investigation continues. So we don't know if there will be enough evidence to also charge the defendant with other murders as well. They're being very careful. The FBI is also involved, and we'll see what they come out with. Again, the burden of the prosecutor is to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. So speculation is not going to be enough.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.